Hey, welcome to the Janine Bolon Show. And I have a special guest with me today, Michelle Morass. Now, Michelle and I have only really known each other since 2018, but we definitely feel like we're sisters from the different mothers, or however that wonderful tribal saying is that she uses all the time. But one of the things we wanted to share with you guys today was this 100 authors event. And as you know, I'm a double-digit author. I'm working on book number 12. Michelle herself has written multiple books. And the thing is we really like supporting and mentoring our other authors. So Michelle, welcome to the show today.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here, actually. It's really nice.
So one of the things I wanted to share with folks was about the 100 author event. Talk to us a little bit about what it is, but really what's the story behind the story? What got you into that anyway?
The story behind the story, we have to tell that one. I launched 2 books in the same week from 2 different publishers, and both of them wanted me to have a launch party. And I don't like being the center. Yes, I'm a speaker, but I don't like the attention on me. And I said, I'm not going to do 2 book launches. It doesn't feel right. And they said, well, what do you want to do? And then one of the publishers said, well, why don't you do an author event and invite all your friends who are authors, and then you all celebrate together because they're going to come to your launch party anyways. I said, that's a really good idea. He has call it 100 author. That's a nice round number. Like, okay, we'll do 100 author. So that's what happened. I was launching my books the same week. So I made 100 author, but I didn't want it to be about me. I wanted it to be about everyone else. And that whole rising tide raises all the ships. If I could have all the photography in there and the people videoing me, they would be able to do all that for everybody else too. So my thought was, they're there for me, but they might as well get a couple of shots of everybody else, because that way we can up-level any of the authors that are there. So the 100 author event is about authors coming together to conspire, to partner, to help each other and learn from each other. And that's what the Colorado Springs one was about, was bringing us together so we realize we're not alone. Authors like to write books and then put them on a shelf. And my thought process is, it's not just a book, it's your business. So we need to be able to figure out how to manipulate your book and in your message, because I'm a messenger. I help people write messages and write their speeches. How do we make it so you can grow from it instead of just putting it on paper and letting it collect dust? And then we get everyone in the room, and everyone was so excited. And I said, hey, stage time, get up on that stage and talk for a few minutes about why you wrote your book and what your passion is. And that set a lot of the authors that were there on fire for more. And I'm like, oh, we're on to something now. And in that process, I said, wouldn't it be great if all the authors in this room who didn't have a website could be connected to someone who could build them a very simple website with their book? We're recording them. What if we take the audio or do some kind of a podcast? And then Janine walks in the room. We have a podcast. I mean, so basically it's how do we develop authors so that they're not just a one book author that no one ever reads their book, but to up level them so they really become that part of their brand, and they're out there and sharing and getting on stages and talking about their book and getting on more and more podcasts. I see it as just this huge blooming flower of amazingness. So all of us solo authors who are doing our thing aren't alone anymore. We can work on each other and help each other. And what I just realized, I didn't just, but a couple of days ago, I want to bring in expert speakers. So when we do the 100 author event, I only made it 4 hours. I want to make it 5 hours. And then that first hour would be, VIP. You can buy a ticket to talk to John Maxwell for an hour, or come in and talk to J.K. Rowland for an hour, that kind of thing. And that way it's a up level. We can learn from other people. I've got a lot of ideas going on in my head, and I'm glad.
Yeah, it was a good event. The Colorado Springs was a very good event, but like you said there, this is the core group and it's going to go from there. And already, how many additional events have been orchestrated now? You've got Dallas coming up.
Well, Dallas is November 30th.
Right.
And then Las Vegas, it looks like there will be 2 of them back to back, December 8th and December 9th. One will be at a hotel. The other one will be at a bookstore. And then the one in January, right now, we're working in Orlando. March will be DC somewhere. April is London.
Nice. So what started as an idea that was just trying to solve a problem, which is one of the things I love, is you're just trying to solve a problem of 2 books, same week, 2 different publishers, create an event. The next thing you know, you've gone international and you haven't even really tried. So bravo. And you also have a new award. I want everybody to know about your new award back there. Talk to us a little bit about that. It was named after you.
It was named after me and my tagline. So it's the Unapologetic Award. And it was given to me by, well, I won an award in July. I competed at the Ultimate Speaker competition, and I won the Ultimate Speaker. And I'm very unapologetic, but I'm also very energetic. And I tend to, yeah, you can see it, that kind of energy that I bring around. And the creators, Christoph Weinman and Michelle Weinman, said that I deserve something special to be recognized for what I do and the efforts I bring to that environment. I love speaking and I love bringing messages out. And so they gave me the first annual Michelle Morass Unapologetic Award. And it's basically what Michelle says, it's the flame in my soul, the light that I give and I share with everyone else. Isn't that beautiful?
I think it's beautiful. And that's why when people are like, Janine, why are you always mentioning Michelle? And why are you always mentioning these awards and everything? I said, because I'm so proud of her. I'm like, if you have any idea of her background, if you had any idea of what she has been through, she doesn't look like what she has been through. Right. She actually looks really, you really laugh. And that's why I wanted to share that. But anyway, this was just meant to be a little quick inspiration for you to know that there are authors out there that know how you are struggling and we want you to do better. And there are events and people who their sole purpose is to help mentor you. I want you to and raise you up and help you with your message. I want you to look into Michelle Mras. We'll have a button below so you can see what the new events are for the 100 Authors event. If you've never been to anything like that, take your book and your shaky knees, and I know you're nervous, and get out there and join an event like this. Thank you so much for listening. And Michelle, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.